Alright, I think we're going. I think we're good. Got a lot to cover here today. We got a lot going on. Hey. Here we go. So, here we go. Let's pull up the heat map. Alright. What's going on back there? Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright. Let's get back to it. Let's get down to business. We've got Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin at $84,062. I might have to cut it short today, guys. We got a bunch of stupid shit going on. Got a lot of weird shit going on in the background. Give me just a few minutes here. Yeah, my voice sounds a little weird. I can tell. I got choked this morning. Somebody tried to choke me. Alright, let's pull up the live stream. Let's get it going properly. Okay. Alright. I got it going. Ain't nobody watching me anyways. We got a bunch of noise in the background. This is gonna be we're really slapping it together here, guys. That's okay. Look at silver. I think this is the story of the day. Silver's down 26%. Look at that. You thought it would run forever? Well, guess again. We got a major fall off. Look at that. Okay, I'm a real person with a real life, huh? Here we go. As it turns out, Meta, Meta has been moving. Let's check it out for today. There's so much movement going on. My word. You got gold down 10%, or 7, 8%. Meta's down 3%. After it shot up the other day. My goodness. Let's check the Qs. They're down 1.39%. The Dow Jones. My goodness. I think everything might be down. Let's go back to the heat map. No, I say that. Tesla's up 3.8%. Walmart up 1.52%. Micron. AMD is down. Man, there is quite a lot of red going on. Visa is down. Man, oh man. What in the heck is going on? What's going on? We're gonna bring the energy to the stock market today. Silver is down 26.72%. My goodness. This is from an hour ago. Alright, let's read it. Team MP. January 30th, 2026 at 1:37 p.m. New Delhi prices of silver and gold saw one of their steepest single-day fall in the past few months in futures trade on Friday as investors rushed to monetize their peaking investment value. Silver futures crashed 17% to Rs 3.2 LAKH per kilogram, while gold tanked 9%. Is this written by AI or something? Look how it's, my goodness, 9% to Rs 1.54 LAKH per 10 grams. Tracking weak trends in the global markets and surging American currency. On the multi-day commodity exchange, silver futures for March delivery plummeted by Rs 67,891 or 16.7% per kilogram to Rs 300,032,002 per kilogram, marking its steepest fall in a single day. The metal surged about 9% to hit a record of Rs 420,048 per kilogram on Thursday, before settling at 300,009 339. I don't know. We're not reading all these numbers. Let's just keep rattling off these numbers over and over. Look at this. Similarly, gold futures also tumbled as investors booked heavy profits on the commodities bourse. According to commodities experts, gold and silver prices cooled off amid reports that the U.S. administration is preparing to nominate Kevin Warsh to become the next Federal Reserve chair. The former Fed governor is considered as a monetary policy hawk. Wow. An expert said Warsh could adopt a more hawkish stance, strengthening the U.S. dollar, putting pressure on precious metals. I think I'm my only viewer. That's funny. Very interesting. So we also heard about this. Check out Robinhood. Robinhood's down 2.47% on the day. Down 7% on the 5-day chart. Steadily going down at 14% on the 1 month. My goodness, it's still going down on the 6 month. Year to date, down 12.68%. Over the past year, though, it's up 86%. Okay. Pretty cool. Robinhood has an EPS of $2.40 with a PE ratio of $41. Compare that to something to like, I don't know, what could you compare it to? Maybe like a SoFi or some kind of bank or something? Like a half betting, half a bank, some kind of deal for Robinhood here. Guys, this is not financial advice. Always remember that. But I guess one thing, when you're putting these bets in on Robinhood, these investments as they are calling them these days, you're betting, man. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, in my opinion. You're placing a bet. That's what you're doing. Yeah, so Robinhood is supposedly in talks with Mr. Trump about getting the, what is it called? Trump accounts So basically, they're going to give every kid that's born a $1,000 bank account or $1,000 Robinhood account or something along those lines. So, yeah, that seems kind of crazy, kind of wacky. Let's pull up Robinhood's chart. Mm-hmm. There we go. That might do it. Trump account. Who gets them? What do you need to know? Let's see what these people have to say about it. DC News and How Your Family. Alright, so they're going to try to do it like to move away from Social Security, I guess. Guys, the winter is hitting me. Feel it in my bones.
There's a new way to do that. Trump accounts.
Trump accounts are like an individual. Under the age of 18.
A part of Trump's sweeping.
What in the heck is going on? Well, let me slide it up.
2025 legislation, and thanks to a pilot program, if your child is born between 2025 and
we can keep our animal for a lifetime if a patient takes the
Forget it. We get it. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but I couldn't, so I don't know. Okay. Let's keep it moving. We'll just read something about it. How about that? What's the latest one? How do Trump accounts work? Here's what you should know. You'll need to use a special tax form to get the $1,000 seed money. Is that right? What? Ah! Guys, what the heck is going on? This shit is adding me to death. Oh my goodness. Ads on top of ads. Cheryl McLeod over here at USA Today from Florida. tax season started January 26th. This year, taxpayers are facing several new changes, and among them is deciding whether to claim a Trump account. Under the federal program, $1,000 seed money will be deposited into a savings account for every eligible child born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. Look at that. But it's not automatic. The program launches July 5th, but you'll need to enroll your child by making an election form 4547 when you file your taxes. Look at that. According to the U.S. Department of the Treasury, as of January 28th, only 3 days into the tax season, about 500,000 Americans have elected to open a Trump account for their children. This is a pro-family initiative that will help millions of Americans harness the strength of our economy to lift up the next generation. And they'll really be getting a big jump on life, President Trump said. This guy. Here's the latest information available about Trump accounts. A Trump account is a type of individual retirement account for the exclusive benefit of eligible children. Under the program, a $1,000 contribution from the federal government will go into the child's account. Several private individuals and companies have also said they would contribute. Alright. That's enough. We get it. I'm done with the Trump stuff. Let's go back to the heat map. Peep the heat map. Still about the same. Everything is a fair and mixed bag. But you've got some stuff moving, really. Gosh. Yeah, I think the biggest thing today is that the metals are taking a huge hit like that. This is from one day ago. By Oyen Kim. Silver futures surged past 117 on January 29th, extending a historic rally with 275% gains over the past year. They're now down at about 80 or so. Down significantly off of that. Now they're at 74 and dropping. 74, 70. Yeah. Down 31%. Look at that. A confluence of depleted inventories, oversized commercial short positions, and unusual backward contract rolls points to a textbook short squeeze now unfolding in real time. Well, looking at fall right now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like I said, this was from 1 day ago, so this is kind of the reason why, some of the reasons why it might have been shooting up like that. Not to say that silver won't rise back up again at some point, but right now it's taking a lick. It's taking a licking. It's going down. Warehouse inventory is under pressure. According to the latest CME warehouse stock report dated January 27th, total silver holdings in COMEX approved depositories fell to 411.7 million ounces. More critically, registered inventory, the only metal available for immediate delivery against futures contracts, dropped to 107.7 million ounces. Registered stocks fell by 4.7 million ounces in a single day. Metal was either withdrawn from vaults or converted to eligible status. Eligible silver is not available for futures delivery. With total open interest standing at 152,020 contracts, equivalent to 760 million ounces, the registered inventory covers only 14.2% of outstanding paper claims. This means that even if a fraction of future holders demand physical delivery, the exchange could face severe operational stress. I don't think people are going to do like a run on silver. I don't know if that's the case. Commercial short positions exceed deliverable supply. Data from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, Commitments of Traders report surveyed on January 20th reveals the extent of the short side pressure. Commercial traders, primarily banks and dealers, hold 90,112 contracts, short against 43,723 longs. Their net short position totals 46,389 contracts, or about 231 million ounces. The net short position is more than double the 108 million ounces of registered silver available for delivery. Should longs aggressively stand for physical settlement, short sellers would be forced to source metal in an increasingly tight market, potentially accelerating price gains. Backwardation and backward rolls signal stress. The silver market has remained in backwardation where spot prices exceed future prices since early October. This pricing structure indicates immediate physical demand is outpacing supply, a condition rarely sustained in normal markets. Analysts have observed future contracts rolling back from March to January and from February to January. This unusual pattern suggests long holders are unwilling to wait for later delivery dates. In January alone, 9,608 contracts representing 48 million ounces have been issued for physical delivery, nearly 45% of the current registered inventory. That's kind of fucking crazy, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, silver's run has been pretty wild, isn't it? It's 4 p.m. Alright, markets are closed, guys. Maybe I'll get a little gong or something, a ding, in the future. Guys, if anybody ever watches these videos, please let me know what I can do to improve. I feel like I'm moving right along, kind of trying to improve something with each video. Today we've got extensive notes. We're really looking deep into this futures, or this silver droppage. The droppage. Covering some real current events, you know what I mean? We got silver dropping, we got Bitcoin down. Everything is down right now. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's really down. Over the past day, silver is down 28%. My goodness. Yeah, if you're a short seller, you probably hit a dang lottery ticket off that, huh? The Qs are feeling it, down 1.2%. Dow Jones down 0.36%. Ethereum down. S&P 500 is down. All of these stocks, all of this whole market is down. This is not looking good. Let's look at something that's up today. Tesla's up. Let's have a look at Tesla. I want to see some green. I want to see a green chart. There it is. Today Tesla's up 3.32%. Over the past 5 years, it's been volatile, but it's up 62.72%. Past 5 days, down 3.17%. See if there's any new news on Tesla. Tesla bulls and bears agree this is not an auto stock. Tesla stock jumps on SpaceX merger chatter. What Tesla investors watch next? by Sean Ahmed Khan, January 30th, 1500:06. Tesla shares jumped roughly 4% to 433.83 in afternoon trading Friday following reports that SpaceX is considering deals that might shake up parts of Elon Musk's business empire. The rally came as the broader tech sector faltered, with the Invesco Qs Qs sliding about 1.2% and the S&P 500 dropping about 0.4%. I don't think this is going to say much. Tesla shares remain driven largely by long-term bets on self-driving and robotics, not just vehicle sales. So any sign of increased computing power, sharper management focus, or fresh funding routes can send the stock moving fast. This comes at a tricky moment for Tesla's narrative. Car sales are cooling off, yet the company is pushing investors to focus beyond that, aiming instead at robotaxis and humanoid robots. Ambitious goals with uncertain timelines. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it. I'm like, well, when is all this stuff going to make money? Like, humanoid robots? I mean, I haven't seen a robot really that I could see being in a factory alongside me, you know what I mean? But maybe. It could happen. I mean, there wasn't electric cars, and there was until there were, you know what I mean? Reuters reported that SpaceX is in talks to merge with xAI ahead of an anticipated IPO. Bloomberg News added that SpaceX is also weighing a merger with Tesla. A single entity would help to further align his attention and ample resources to one company, said Andrew Rocco of Zacks Investment Research. Okay. Let's keep going. Back to the article. Gene Munster of Deepwater Asset Management told Reuters on Thursday that it is highly likely xAI will end up linked to one of the two major parties. Dennis Dick from Stock Trader Network warned that a key risk for Tesla is Musk spreading himself too thin. Reuters noted that neither Musk nor the companies responded to requests for comment. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Tesla's latest quarterly report revealed a 3% drop in fourth quarter revenue to $24.9 billion compared with a year ago. Automotive revenue slid 11%, while energy generation and storage jumped 25%. Net income attributable to common stockholders declined to $840 million, or 24 cents per share, on a U.S. GAAP basis. Total vehicle deliveries fell 16% to 418,227 units. The company said it began testing driverless robotaxis in Austin last December and started removing the safety monitor from select customer rides in January. Tesla also announced a deal to invest about $2 billion in xAI, expected to close in Q1, and confirmed Cybercab, Tesla Semi, and Megapack 3 are still on track for volume production in 2026. I guess according to the SEC. Yet the stock moves on headlines lacking concrete details. No terms have been disclosed, and big corporate deals often drag on for months or quietly dissolve. Execution risk is also a factor. Robotaxis and robots draw attention, require hefty upfront investment, and aren't foolproof. Should the car market weaken more, the room for mistakes shrinks quickly. Wall Street is closed for the weekend, so traders will be waiting for any official statement or filings that shed light on the progress of talks. The real test arrives Monday morning, February 2nd, when the stock must maintain Friday's gains without new momentum. Alright. Guys, I'm a little under the weather. We're trucking. We're trucking right along. We're doing it. So look at the silver chart. On the 1 day, it's down 27%, 27.34%. Crashing. On the 5 day, it's down 22.74%, but it was up. On the 1 month, it's still up 6.96%. Is this the end of the silver run, the end of the silver trade, or is this just some weird little pullback? Guys, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. So we've read enough about that. Let's read one about Bitcoin. Let's go. Stocks are down. Maybe it's a time to buy. Maybe not. Who knows? Who really knows? Alright, so we've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down 1.4%. 1.04% over the day. Over the past 5 days, it's down 5.85%. Over the past 5 years, it's up 144.17%. Bitcoin's sitting at $83,733.90. It's been struggling. It has been struggling. Guys, will Bitcoin ever make it above 100,000 again? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What's your thesis on Bitcoin? I think it'll probably be over 100,000 at another point in time. I hope. I think so. It's kind of a sign of like, I don't know, technology succeeding and doing what it's supposed to do in my mind, I guess. If Bitcoin starts to falter and crashes down to zero, then all is lost, you know? I don't know. Not really, but it's one of those things. One of those things. Alright. Let's have a look at Polymarket. I think it's time for Polymarket. Yeah, so I think my next goal is going to be to get a little Epic pen so that I can draw on the screen. I think that would be kind of fun. I think that'll be my next thing. I want to get a couple of hotkeys and an Epic pen. I want to be able to mute when I'm coughing, because I'll be coughing sitting here talking like this the whole time. Alright. So let's read some Polymarkets. Alright guys, so let's read some Polymarkets. U.S. government shutdown Saturday. An 86% chance. Who will Trump nominate as Fed chair? Kevin Warsh or Judy Shelton? I'm sure there's more options to that. Kevin Warsh is at a 98% chance. And Judy Shelton's at less than 1%. Wow. So these are starting to really come through here. Oh, so he nominated dude. That's what happened. Okay. Will Don Lemon be criminally charged? Yeah, they arrested him at one of the protests, didn't they? That's not good. Will silver hit X by the end of January? No, it will not. I don't think it will. They got a lot of bets for silver here. Will the AI bubble burst by March 31st or December 31st, 2026? And what do they even consider that? AI bubble. A 4% chance by March 31st. Let's have a look at their AI explanation. Their AI explanation. No major indicators of an AI downturn emerged last week. Nvidia shares dipped 5% on post-earnings anticipation, but rebounded above $130. Far from 50% off ATH, under $140. SOXX ETF held steady near highs. H100 rentals hovered at $2 to $3 an hour per silicone data well, above $1. No bankruptcy or acquisition news from OpenAI and Anthropic. Both secured fresh funding talks. Suppliers like TSM and ASML gained 2 to 4% pessimistic op-eds questioned hype sustainability amid rising capex, but big tech Microsoft Google reported surging AI revenues, tilting odds lower for yes outcomes across 2025-26 markets. What are the For the purposes of this market, the AI industry will be considered to have experienced an industry downturn once at least 3 of the following events have occurred within 90 days of the market's specified time frame. Nvidia close price is down 50% from its all-time high. iShares Semiconductor ETF closes down 40% from its all-time high. OpenAI declares bankruptcy, or Anthropic. OpenAI is acquired. H100 rental price falls to $1 or lower for 5 consecutive days as shown on the Silicon Data Silicon Index. Major AI hardware supplier collapse. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited, ASML Holding, Broadcom, any of these, Arista Networks, Supermicro Computer is down 50% from its all-time high. This market will resolve immediately once 3 conditions have been met within 90 days of the specified time frame. This market will not resolve, yes, until 3 conditions have been met, regardless of reporting an industry downturn or similar claims. Interesting. Which company has the best AI model by the end of January? I use Gemini. I think it does well. I mean, that's me. I don't know about you guys. If there's anybody watching, leave it in the comments. What do you use? Which AI do you use? What will happen before GTA 6? A new Rihanna album or a new Drake release? Drake releases Iceman? Measles cases in the U.S. by January 31st. Doesn't sound very good. So the NASA Artemis 2, we looked at this the other day. I thought this was kind of an interesting bet. When is it scheduled? Let's ask Gemini. As of late 2026, the Artemis 2 mission is currently scheduled to launch no earlier than Sunday, February 8th, 2026. NASA recently adjusted the timeline due to an Arctic outbreak in Florida. Below freezing temperatures and high winds at the Kennedy Space Center delayed a critical wet dress rehearsal, a full fueling and countdown test, which is now set to begin on Monday, February 2nd. These guys are trying to go back to the moon. Launch details and current status. Target launch window. The initial window opens on February 8th, 2026 and extends through February 11th. If the mission misses this window, backup opportunities exist in March and April. The mission will carry 4 astronauts: Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen on a 10-day journey around the moon. Around the moon. Current location. The Space Launch Rocket and Orion spacecraft are already at Launch Pad 39B, having rolled out from the Vehicle Assembly Building on January 17th. So they're not going to actually land on it, I don't guess. The wet dress rehearsal. On February 2nd is the final major hurdle. If that test goes smoothly, NASA will likely confirm a specific launch time shortly thereafter. Why the delays? While the current delay is weather-related, the mission was previously pushed back from late 2025 to early 2026 to allow engineers more time to investigate issues with the Orion spacecraft's heat shield, which saw unexpected charring during Artemis 1, and the life support electronics. Well, I think we might want to take all the time we need to fix stuff like that. Pretty crazy. The boosters crash into the ocean at terminal velocity. Of course they're going to explode, according to the definition of an explosion written in the rules. These are all not very fun. Will who strike who? Zelensky out as president. Israel strikes Iran. Will Russia capture all of Pokrovsk? Man. Can we all just get along? Can we all just get along? Will the U.S. confirm that aliens exist before 2027? We're currently sitting at a 9% chance. We are currently sitting at a 9% chance. Interesting stuff. Let's run through the maps. Actually, let's check the heat map one more time. Okay. AMD is down 6% on the day. Meta's down 2.95%. Just run through the maps or run through the charts one more time here, guys. The Dow Jones is down 0.36%. S&P is down 0.43%. Bitcoin is down 0.49%. The Qs are down 1.2%. Silver, the story of the day, down 26.22%. Oops. I don't know why I have that on there. Gold on the day is down. Gold on the day is down 8.55% to $4,896.80. Is this the end of the gold run? Guys, let me know in the comments. Please let me know. What do you think? Is gold gonna make it back soon, or is this the end? I think that's going to be enough for today. I'm not feeling too super good. I ain't gonna lie, but we came. We did this. We did it. Yeah, pretty good stuff though. I think we're improving. I'm becoming more articulate with my thoughts. This stuff, I mean, I know what's going on. It's just like it's hard to say it, hard to get it out. I don't know what to say. I'm like, kind of new to this. But as we get better, we will get better and we will improve. Like I said, if there's anything I can do that you can point out that I can improve on, let me know in the comments. I'm your cousin Dustin. We will be here Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from about 3:30 to about 4:30 or so. As we get better and get more smoother with this, we'll probably extend it a little bit more. Pop on some random days when stuff's happening. But right now, my voice is a little hoarse. Feeling a little wacky. Right. We're alright. Alright. I think that's good. I think that's good for now.